Hi TransByDef, it's Jenna. Today I'm going to be talking about the topic social acceptance. This is something that all of us, regardless of whether we pass or don't pass, and regardless of our age, is something that affects us deeply when we come out or transition. Society in this country, United States, has very distinct views on, cultural views on transgender people, which differ from different places around the world. And we probably have some of the least tolerant, unless you get into the other side of the world where all the conflict is going on with the Islamist extremists. But for the most part, anywhere you go, there's social unapproval of us. Most of it's based on ignorance, and it doesn't matter your age group, whether you're white or black or your color. It's all basically society's is stuck in the binary of genders, and that creates problems for us. You know, young people have a lot of problems today, and you have groups like TIFA that are working to take down the barriers with schools and education. And you know, South Carolina group just posted a video of the Baptist woman who supported their child that transitioned at a very, very young age. So we are making headway, but still social acceptance is something that will continue for the foreseeable future to be a problem for us. And I think in the black community, you know, the colored community, it's more so of a problem. I think that education's come a long way with acceptance for us, but still there's a lot of closed-minded, ignorant people out there, uneducated people out there that open their mouth before they engage their brain or find anything out. And that's not a crime, it's just the way it is. For me, social acceptance on the family level has been, you know, especially with my siblings, my own siblings and stuff, has been a problem. I don't communicate with any of them. You know, the only time I hear anything from them is if they're trying to get some information out of me, or my younger sister has kept me on Facebook so that she can see what's going on with me. But I haven't talked to any of them in numerous years now. The only one that I do talk to is my stepfather. And that's an interesting story, because when everybody else was running their mouths and making judgments on me, he went and did a lot of reading and educated himself. And not unsurprisingly, he has a different viewpoint of me as far as acceptance goes. You know, social isolation for us can be a big problem. It's probably a key part of why our suicide rate is higher, is social acceptance, and especially at the family level. But and work and all those things that go into what quote quote the normal world lives in. Not that we're not a part of the normal world, because whether they like it or not, we are. So, you know, I've made a point, one of the things that I did to make a point of improving my position socially is to, you know, I wanted to make sure that I didn't do anything so quick that it would shock people. And I did it more of a slow, in-your-face, continuous way. I didn't do any threatening lawsuits or any of that nonsense. I wanted to educate people and not, you know, not to demand things from them. It's easier to attract with honey, you know, I believe. So for me, that kind of worked. You know, I maintained my position with the with work. I didn't lose my job, and I was very cautious on how I proceeded with that, because socially, that's a big part of your life. You know, a lot of people meet their partners or their spouses, you know, through the work environment, as did I. And so maintaining that social connection that we call work was very important to me. And then outside of that, the things that I had already had in place, such as being a member of the fire company here, an active member, I wanted to make sure those guys came for the ride. So I was very cautious in doing things that would drag them along, so that I could maintain those social ties, and also educate people. You know, a lot of the work that I've done is at college levels with young people, and human sexuality, you know, conferences, gender and sexuality, because they are two different things. And I was very cognizant to not upset the cart on those things. Now, you know, there's times where, you know, not to say it was easy ride, because there was times that I had to put my foot down and say, no, enough. But I tended to turn the cheek more times than not. And slowly, you know, that worked for me. Going forward, you know, part of the things that making it easier for me to be accepted in social arenas was to dress appropriately, maintain, you know, the correct, act correctly in public, you know, not being, you know, I think part of the problem that genderqueer people will have is being accepted is, you know, it's the more defiant thing. And I'm not condemning it, it's just an observation on my part. So for me, it was all about blending more socially, and being a part of that, and doing more things that would include me in those circles. Now, for me to expect to be accepted in all female circles would be kind of pie in the sky stuff, because it's not going to happen. My life experience is somewhat different than what other people might experience. So I tend to blend on both ends socially, so that I maintain those links. And because a lot of people know who I am, and there's a lot that don't. So you know, I try to make sure that I am the part that I feel that I am, and not that too much of the old me slip through. Though at times, when I'm angry, it does come out. But socially trying to do things that you will blend in the binary world is a tricky thing that you need to pay attention to. I think you fake it till you make it type of things have been said. You know, I don't think, you know, that we're going to change society anytime soon, but to do things in social circles that are only female related or only male related are kind of a trap for us. I think the way to acceptance for us is more to blend in socially in arenas that are both male and female. I can go in 1,000 different directions with this, like sports, playing football if you're a transgender woman, in my eyes is dumb, you know, or demanding to be accepted in a competitive sport that your physical difference will draw attention to you. Then you need to back up. Not that you're not entitled to do those things, because you are, but you will get some societal pushback, and to be expected. We're not quite there yet, but we are improving. So social acceptance is a tricky thing, and for the most part, we control that. our position as an individual, not as for the entire group, but we can improve our position if we do it carefully. And you're smart about it. And for the young people that are in school and stuff, or in elementary school, a supportive family and some counselors and people like Tifa that will be there for you is important. So when you can't support yourself in those arenas, that type of thing would be better for you. So I'm going to do 2 videos today. I was back a little bit and pushed back. I've been busy with work and making up for slow times. And I will be putting another one up later on today or tomorrow. But I want to get this one done so I can get another one on. I think that you're going to see a big boost coming from TransByDef. For those that would like to consider being a host for TransByDef, we are looking to expand our numbers outside the arena of 7 days. People for 7 days or 5 days or whatever we put up. We're looking for people that will be contributors that may not be a weekly contributor, but somebody that will contribute on a regular basis. If you're interested in that, by all means contact us on our Facebook page, or you can respond to me on this, send me a message on this video, and we will, get in touch with you. So, thank you for your time. I hope you have a great weekend. I hope that the unrest on the other side of the world and in Israel calms down and peace gets restored to the regions over there. So, peace, take care, have a great weekend. Bye.